All right, well, we are ready to go. Well, welcome everyone, and thanks for joining us on our week 4 Let's Go District. But before we start discussing the call number 4 from Linda Parker's series, let's talk about last week's homework first. And so with last week's homework, we were to read chapters 6 through 9 in Dare to Dream, Work to Win. And if you don't have Dare to Dream, Work to Win, read chapters 5 through 8, Get Over Your Damn Self. The second thing was to book and hold 2 group presentations in the next 7 days. So that was last week was to hold 2 group presentations. And especially if we are trying to reach our district numbers, if we haven't reached district numbers just yet, it's really important to get those group presentations booked and done last week, or booked and complete them this week. And then the third thing was to book 2 group presentations for the last week of the month. And so that is this week. You know, in Arbonne and network marketing, the last week of the month is always push time, crunch time, because we always have all set goals, and we've got, goals that we want to reach. And so it is the activity that will help us reach those goals. And so we all know that group presentations are the way to get in front of the most people and to get the most QV out of a single activity. So that is why we do group presentations. It's because we get the most bang for our buck. And so hopefully we all have at least 2 group presentations scheduled for this closeout week. And then number 4 was to write our I stories. And though many of us who have been in Arbonne for a while, we have written our I stories already, but our I story should always be an evolving document. Because as we change, our I stories change. And if you're new to Arbonne, if you're a new independent consultant, then, work on your I story, have your upline read over your I story with you and give you suggestions on how to make it better. And I don't know if better is the word, but how to make it so it will touch more people's hearts, pull on more people's heartstrings, because we want people to see that Arbonne can fit into their lives, that Arbonne can equal their dreams. And so we do that through sharing our I story. And then the last thing she had for our homework were for you to write down who are 2 people you would love to have in your business, and call them and have an intentional conversation with them. And Linda Parker actually, in this call 4, she went over that intentional conversation on how to book it, and then what to say, and then the parts of that intentional conversation. So this was if you didn't get to that in your homework, then you now have an outline to actually do it this week. So that was the homework for last week. And so let's go ahead and just really jump right into call number 4. And I have to say that call number 4 is perfect timing, because when she did this call, and call number 4, there was 8 days left in the month. And so we actually have 5 days left in the month. So it's perfect timing to have this call number 4. And so what she began with, and what she spent a lot of time talking about, was belief. That everything in your Arbonne business, your success in your Arbonne business, begins and ends with your belief. Because if you don't believe in yourself, or believe in your business, or believe in these products, your business is not going to be successful. But once you believe in network marketing, you believe in yourself, you believe in Arbonne's products, and you share this belief with enthusiasm, you will build a very strong and a very successful Arbonne business. So, when we talk about belief, we want you to visualize where you're going in your business. And most of us want to go to the top of Arbonne for various reasons. We all have our own personal whys. You know, she says, think about your family. Think about the reason that you want to build a successful business, and then believe that you can have it. See yourself in your white Mercedes. See yourself walking across the stage. See every little piece of that vision, and just see it so well that you know exactly what you're wearing, who's going to be there, you know how it's going to go, you know what it's going to look like. And that is when you have a very crystal clear vision of where you want to go. And just the one other thing before I open it up that she said in this call that I found to be really important is that we can't rise to the top in Arbonne without adding business builders to our team. We can all get to district manager level, and we can all maintain a district manager level on our own. But to build a successful, growing Arbonne business, we need to add people to our team, which means we need to invite people to join us. And when we invite people to join us, we have to share that crystal clear vision of where we're going. And so it's not just about us, it's about us inviting other people onto our team and then helping paint the vision for them and seeing how Arbonne equals their dreams. And so that's what I found, I guess, most significant, or what spoke to me most during this call was that about belief, and then sharing that belief with the people that you want to join your team. And so now I'm going to open it up, and Eleanor, would you like to share?
Sure. Every call I think is such a great call and better than the last call. And this has been my favorite so far. And I think it's because we had just finished Mach 2 in our book club. And, in Mach 2, he talks so much about visualization. And I know I talked about that last week, but I think that it is so important. And here she comes this week and talks about you're not a district manager, even though you're going district, you're a regional vice president. She takes you through that. But not only that, she takes you through what you're going to do as a vice president for yourself, for your family. Are you going to help your husband get rid of some of the hours, the second job? You're going to take this vacation you've never taken. I mean, she builds that vision. It made me have chills, almost like little goosebumps, because she built that vision so big that if somebody was hungry and was listening to this call, they're gonna want to be regional vice presidents. They're not gonna stop, I think, because they're gonna learn to visualize that. And just like we're told to, or not told, we're encouraged to visualize. And visualizing the white party and who's going to be there and what they're wearing. I mean, I am visualizing who's there and what they're wearing and what their hair looks like. Some of them have their hair up, some of them down. I want to visualize. I want to learn. I think it's a skill. And I want to learn and conquer this skill of visualization so much. And I'll let someone else talk about this, because I'm sure when she talked about the dual gas tanks, how when you're in a big truck and you start running out of gas, well, then you can switch to your dual, your second gas tank. And someone else may want to talk about that, because I thought that was, I loved her talking about the enthusiasm, the commitment, and then the conviction, the belief that Kim was talking about. So Renee, you might want to pick up on that, because that was, she did a great job with that.
Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I don't remember that part. And I don't know if I was interrupted during that part of the call. But I was getting interested, what did I miss about this?
That's okay. I do that all the time. I think that, what speaks to you may not speak to someone else.
That's
You
right.
know, so that's perfectly fine. Keisha, maybe
Yeah.
I see that sleeping baby doll there. Is she still on?
Yes, that baby is sleeping.
Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, I probably woke her up with my voice.
That's funny. So, Renee, do you want to share anything about the call?
Sure. I totally loved the beginning when she wanted you to close your eyes, which I did. And that really makes a big difference, I have to say. You can sit here and like be on this call and be visualizing something, but as soon as you close your eyes, there's no distractions. So you're visualizing everything she's telling you to do. So it does really help, I think, to close your eyes. And then a lot of the other things, of course, I've been in Arbonne for a couple of years, so it's a lot of the stuff I've already heard, but it's so nice I still wrote down all my notes just like I would normally, but like after the visualization, she said, you got to put down your top 5 reasons, and they got to be good reasons. And then after you do that, pick one of those to be your top reason. What is your top reason? And so you have to sit there for a while and really think, what is my main reason for doing this? Because you got to have one, and hopefully it's a strong one. And then she's going over about, when you're at an appointment, she gave you a bunch of tips. So when you're at an appointment, you want to be sure you get there early, listen 80% of the time, things that I'm already totally doing, but it's really great for somebody just coming in here to hear these things, because sometimes you really don't know. Get to know their past, present, and future, and that's how you learn a little bit about the person. By learning some of their past, you can see where they might want to go in the future, or some experiences that they've had that might help you learn why Arbonne might fit for them. And then, of course, your goal is always to get an event in the next few days from that person after learning about them. But I also liked when she said, when you're trying to sign somebody up, because, of course, we always want to get a business builder, you just say to them, like, what is the worst case scenario? I mean, it's so cheap to join this business. It's not even funny. Like I always investigate other businesses that I hear and how much it is to join. And it's, $250, $900. Like it's always more than $79. It's crazy. And so, you've said before, Kim, make it a Snickers decision and not a mortgage decision. And that really is a great line, because I think that's what people do. They start, if you give them too much time, then they talk to too many people. Like, oh, I got to talk to my husband. I want to talk to my friend. I want to see. It's like, it's $79, people. It's one night out dinner with your husband.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically what it is. So if you really like the products, I mean, you're going to use them. It just makes sense.
Yeah, it's a win-win. I mean, there's no downside. I was just doing a 3-way call last week, and and that's what I just kept going back to, because she was hesitant, and I said, it's a win-win. It's $79. You're going to get with your order. You're going to get the products that you're going to fall in love with, and if in a couple of months you decide it's not for you, hey, you've got a great discount to continue for an entire year. You've got some great product, and you've met some really fabulous people.
And really, in your very first order, you make up the $79.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most people are buying an ASVP, so you're getting 50% off. I mean, so there's the sign-up fee right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a freebie. A big freebie.
Yeah.
And I also like her. I also love the very end when she was talking about the swimmer.
Yes.
Since my a swimmer, so I was kind of interested in that story. That was pretty interesting. How that lady talking so things, and how she was swimming in that thick fog, and she could not tell. It says my internet connection is unstable, so hopefully you guys can still hear me.
You're good.
She couldn't tell how close she couldn't tell how close she was to land. She was swimming for 15 hours or something like that. And then she swam for 1 more hour, and then she decided to quit. And she was literally 1 mile away from the shore, and she couldn't even tell. And that was so sad. But then she went on to do it again.
Right.
And she broke a record and did it in 13 hours. And it was still a thick fog. So I thought that was pretty cool. Just determining.
That's commitment. That's commitment. Doing it even when you can't see the destination, but just knowing that you're going to get there.
Knowing that you can do it.
Yeah, knowing you can get there. Well, let's open it up to Charlotte or Rachel. Want to share any of their aha moments from this call number 4?
I will share briefly. It was kind of things that you all already touched upon. The first thing is, again, that listening 80%. I think I'm guilty of getting really excited about what I have to share. And so I think I have to kind of remind myself that it's about them. It's about them. Wait and hear about what they have to say. And then, as we say, find out how Arbonne can equal their dreams. So the listening part was big. That was pretty much the biggest thing for me, other than what you all have already shared.
All right. Keisha, I don't know if you want to share, since you have your two babies in the bed, I know they're trying to go to sleep, so you can give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. You can't. Oh, okay. You need to be quiet.
We all get that. We understand.
Gotcha.
I love it.
Right. Any last words, Eleanor, before we go over tonight's homework?
Just that that Linda is so real, and that she talks about, and I think because some of us have been in this business for a while, and then some of you are just brand new into this business, like Keisha, and the enthusiasm may ebb. It just may ebb. Of course, personal development always helps to bring that enthusiasm back. I'm reading The Energy Bus, and everybody needs to read that. I think it's short, it's simple, but it gets that, it gets the energy back in you. It teaches you. But, and then she said, so when that enthusiasm leaves, then you go to, you have made that commitment. Regardless of how you feel, regardless of your emotions at the time, you made that commitment. And so you fall back on that commitment. And she said, when you really know that you are going to hit that superior fuel supply, is when you fall back on your conviction, your belief. And she says, when you can do that, when you can fall back on your conviction, there will be a major replenishing of both your enthusiasm and your commitment. So you won't ever, once you've committed, then and you have done the personal development, you've done the activity, you're not going anywhere. You're going after that vision, after the goals that you've set, and you fall back on that conviction, then everything else replenishes. And you're fresh again. So it doesn't matter if you've been in this business 2 weeks or 2 years or 10 years. It always will replenish itself. And that's why you see these national vice presidents get so excited and so passionate, because we are constantly replenished. And I love that she brought out. And I think it's very true. Don't you, Kim?
Absolutely. So just to close it out before the homework, the one thing that Linda Parker says, and we hear this all the time in Arbonne, if you can go district, you can go nation. And what that means is what we did to get to the district manager level is what we teach other people. So it's just that simple. We bring other people onto our team and we teach them to do exactly what we did to get to district manager. And the more people that we teach to get to that district manager level, the bigger our teams will be and the more successful we will be. It's all about helping other people be successful. So again, it's all about teaching someone else to get to the district manager level. And it's always more fun in our businesses to do it with someone. So whether you're a district manager, an area manager, regional vice president, it's always so much more fun and so much more energizing in your business when you're bringing new people in and you're sharing your excitement, you're sharing the newness of Arbonne and working through those beginning steps, and how exciting it is to do a presentation and you have all of these faces that are just like, I want to try these products, I want to know more. I mean, it's just so much fun when you're bringing people on to your business. And that's what we call time leveraging, because it's not just you working your individual or your personal business, it's your team is also working. And so that is how, that's what's called time leveraging, because that is what we get paid the commission on our personal sales, but we get paid overrides on the people that we bring onto our team. And that's how we end up going from district manager to area, and from area manager to regional vice president, and regional vice president to nation, is by the more people we bring onto our team, the more people we help, the higher that we will promote in this business. All right, so let's talk about the homework for week 4. So the first thing was to finish Dare to Dream, Work to Win. And again, this book is out of print, but you can find it on Amazon at some used book dealers on Amazon's website. And I believe Anna Hibbard also had a link to another website that's a used bookstore that I think I got this copy from. So highly, highly recommend that you search this book out, order it, and read it, because it is as good as Get Over Your Damn Self. And the more you know about network marketing, the more successful you're going to be, because the more confident you're going to be. The clearer the picture that you paint in your mind about your success, your picture will be clear, because you will know what it takes to get to the top of a network marketing company. So finish the book. The next one is to write 5 reasons why you're building an Arbonne business, and pick your top reason, but write 5. We all should write over time 21 reasons, but tonight's homework is write 5 and pick one of them to be your top. So when you start to run into the obstacles, or you start to hear several people tell you no, that you can go back and revisit your top reason why, and know that through commitment and conviction that you're going to continue on your journey. The goals that you set for August, make them happen. So we have 5 days left in the month. If your goal was to get into district manager qualification, then do it. There is 5 days. We can do amazing things in 5 days. We have a healthy living starting September 3rd. It's not too late to get people into that September 3rd healthy living. We're going to have 2 healthy livings next month also. So you can, or the September 3rd and then one after that, you can go ahead and start inviting people to that one. You can ask people to host for you for the remainder of this month. There is plenty of time to reach your goal that you set for yourself in August. So make that goal happen. So if you're wanting to get into district qualification, get on the phone, talk to people, and especially talk to those people that you want most on your team. If you're working to finish district manager qualification and you still have a little bit left to do, your activity's the same. Do 1 or 2 events this week. Get on the phone, invite people to join the healthy living. Ask the people that you have on your dream team to join your team, or ask them to join you on a 3-way call with your upline. Let's get them. The $49 sign up is going to be over at the end of this month. So now's the time to get them in on this special. The $49 starting September 1, it goes back up to $79. And then the other thing was to cast your vision to others. And so especially do this on the people that you want on your team. Get out there, tell them where you see yourself in this business, where you see your business going, and what your business is going to do for your family. And I didn't write them down by numbers, but I think that's it. Did you have any more, Eleanor? Yep, you're muted. Hold on.
Sorry, I have dogs. I think cast your vision on others was the one she ended with.
Okay. All right. So that is it for week 4. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I will get posted on our websites and our team page not websites, on our team page. The next call will be call number 5. So there's 2 calls left, call number 5, call number 6. And I don't think I have us meeting next week because we do have our nation next Monday. I'm not sure. I can't remember because Monday's the
Is
holiday.
it Tuesday or Monday? I was going to say, isn't it maybe Tuesday?
I'd have to look at the flyer that I made. It's been so long since I made that flyer, I don't remember. But I know I did take into account Labor Day. Oh, I think
I know that we did.
Labor Day. I think
What happened?
I think I have us doing the Let's Go District on Labor Day night because I knew the next Monday was going to be our nation meeting. I believe that's what I did. But anyway, I'll post it again, whatever it is, I'll post it again. Call number 5, and I believe we are in meeting next Monday evening. So everyone have a great evening. Thank you all so much for being on, and see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.